Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step application process for renewing a child's British passport. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please do give it a like and consider subscribing. I'm on the official gov.uk Get a Passport for Your Child page. I'll leave the official link in the description box below for you. And here on the home page it says, Renew a child passport. You can apply to renew a child passport online or by post. If your child's passport has expired, you must renew it before they can travel. Do not book travel until you have a valid passport. The new passport will not have the same number as the old one. And be advised that if your child's name or other personal details have changed, you cannot renew their passport and you must apply for a new passport instead. Renewing a passport before it expires. How much time your child needs left on their passport depends on the country they're visiting, and by clicking on check the entry requirements of the country they're traveling to, you'll get a full A to Z list of all the countries and all the entry and exit information about them. Time left on your child's old passport will not be added to their new one, and if your child's passport is burgundy or has European Union on the cover, they can still use it as long as it has enough time left on it. Supporting documents. To renew your child's passport, you'll need your child's old passport, any valid passports from a different country your child might have, and any court orders relating to the child, for example, that describe parental responsibility or residency arrangements. You will also need either digital or printed photos of your child. Renewing online costs £53.50 and you can pay for it via a credit or debit card. And if you do renew online, you'll need a digital photo of your child or a device that takes digital photos and the supporting documents. And just below the green Renew Online button, there's some more further information. Asking someone to confirm your child's identity. If your child is under 12, you'll need to ask someone to confirm their identity after you've submitted their application. Let the person know that they'll receive an email from HM Passport Office telling them what to do. They'll confirm your child's identity online. They do not need to sign a printed photo. Furthermore, there is an option to renew by post, but this video is going to concentrate on the online process. And at the bottom it says choose how you want your documents sent back. Your documents will be sent back to you by normal post, but you can pay an extra £5 to get them sent by secure delivery. Choose this service on your application if you want to use it. And in terms of getting your new passport will be sent to you by courier or Royal Mail. And they'll either post it through your letterbox, hand it to you if you're home, or leave a card or post you a letter saying how you can get it. So to get started with the online renewal, we'll click on the green Renew Online button. If you're applying on behalf of an adult or child, answer these questions with their details rather than your own. Do you live in the United Kingdom? So on this occasion, I'm going to select yes and then click on Continue. How to apply. Step 1. Get a digital passport photo. We'll show you how to get a digital passport photo. Step 2. Provide application details. If you're applying on behalf of an adult or child, fill in the application details rather than your own. Step 3. Find out what documents you need to send. We'll tell you what documents you will need to send. Step 4. Pay for your passport. A standard passport for a child is £53.50. Step 5. If required, get someone to confirm your identity. We'll tell you if we need someone to confirm your identity. They can confirm your identity online without a printed photo. Step 6. Track your application. We'll send you updates by email or text. You can also log in to track progress on your application, check what documents you need to send and where to send them, or ask someone to confirm your identity if required. So lots of handy information there before we get started. Taking it in, we'll click on Continue. Date of birth. Again, this is a renewal for a child, so we're going to be entering the child's date of birth. So day, month and year, and then we'll click on Continue. Have you had a UK passport before? As we're renewing a UK passport, the answer will be yes. We'll select it and then click on Continue. How to get a digital passport photo. Photo with a code. Go to a photo shop or booth and choose to get a code with your photo. It's simple to use in your online passport application. Step 1. You will have the option to enter the code to access your photo. Step 2. After entering the code, you'll see your photo on the screen. Step 3. Check your photo and submit it. And Step 4. Your photo will be added directly to your application. Furthermore, in a shop, you can also get a digital photo taken by a photographer that is emailed to you. And it does say here at the bottom that photos from a booth or shop are more likely to pass our checks. There's also the option to take a digital photo at home. Here, you'll need someone to help you take a photo using a digital camera, smartphone, or tablet. Let's click on continue. So here we have the option about getting a digital photo. I have a code to enter, or I'll take or upload a digital photo. I'm going to select I'll take or upload a digital photo, and then click on continue. How to take a digital passport photo. If your photo doesn't meet the rules, you may have problems with your application or when you travel. Photos for babies and children. Use a plain, light-colored background. No texture or patterns. Children must be on their own in the photo, and babies must not be holding toys or dummies. And for children under 1, you can support their head with your hand, but your hand must not be visible. Even lighting and no shadows. Balanced light, meaning no shadows on your child's face or behind them. And it is best to use natural sunlight, for example facing a window. Stand in the right position. When you take the photo of your child, they should stand half a meter from the background, and by doing so it reduces shadow. You need to stand far enough away so that their head, shoulders and upper body are included in the photo. Do not crop the photo, as this will be done when you upload it to the application. And again, for children under 1, lay them on a plain light-colored sheet and take the photo from above. Plain expression and face in full view. The child should face front on to the camera. No smile or frown. Eyes open and mouth closed. And your child's photo should be a good likeness and taken in the last month. And for children under 6, they don't have to look directly at the camera and don't need to have a plain expression. No headwear unless it's for religious or medical reasons. Eyes fully visible. That means hair away from your face and eyes, and taking your glasses off if you can. But children under 1 don't have to have their eyes open. And if your child needs to keep their glasses on, their eyes must be visible without any glare or reflections. So now that we know what type of photo we need to take, let's go ahead and click on continue. Upload your photo. Your photo will go through a basic technical check. Your photo must be in color, unaltered by computer software, a JPG or JPEG file, at least 50 kilobytes and no more than 10 megabytes. Let's click on choose your photo. And on this occasion, I'm actually just applying for the passport on my mobile phone. So when I click on choose your photo, I'll get 3 options. Retrieving a photo already taken from the photo library, take a photo using the camera, or choosing a file. I'll click on take a photo, and that opens up the camera app on my phone and allows me to take a real life photo of the child and upload it in real time. And once I've taken a picture, I get the option to retake, or I can use the photo. So I'll click on use the photo, and then here on the screen it says uploading your photo. Here it says photo result, and the rating for it is unfortunately poor. It says your photo doesn't meet all the rules and is unlikely to be suitable for a new passport. You can still use this photo if you can't meet the rules because of a religious or medical reason, or you think the reason for the result is not correct. Let's just click on continue and see what happens. Here it says, do you want to submit this photo? By continuing, you confirm that your photo meets the photo rules. But of course, we got a poor rating on the previous page. So here it does say, yes, this photo meets the rules, or no, I want to get another photo. Because of that poor rating, let's play on the safe side and select no and get another photo and click on continue. That then takes you back to how you'll get the photo. So again, I'll select I'll take or upload a digital photo and click on continue. Skip through the information that we've already read and then click on continue again. And again, because I'm using a mobile phone, I can select take photo. And brilliant. Now it says the rating is good. Photos with a good rating are the most likely to be suitable for a new passport. And on reflection, this photo seems to have less shadowing on the child's face than the previous one. So I now understand where the poor rating came for on the previous photo. Now that we've got the good rating, let's go ahead and click on continue. And let's select yes, this photo meets the rules and continue. Is your passport lost or stolen? On this occasion, we're just renewing a child passport and we do have the current passport in our possession. So we'll select no and then click on continue. When was your passport issued? And again, remember, this is referring to your child's passport. So we're looking for the issue date on the bio page of the child's passport. And handily, it shows where you can find the passport issue date on the same page. We'll retype that information in and then click on continue. Is your passport damaged? The passport's in good condition, so I'm going to select no and then click on continue. Do you have any passports from other countries? That's going to be a no, as the child is only a citizen of the United Kingdom and does not hold dual or multiple citizenship. So we'll select no and then click on continue. Apply for a UK passport. Based on your answers, you're renewing a child passport. If you want to change the name on this passport, we'll ask for the details later on. A standard passport costs £53.50, and then you can click on check how long it will take to get your passport before you continue. Do not book travel until you've got your passport. To complete your application, you'll need to fill in your application details, pay for your passport, and get someone to confirm your identity. We'll show you how. And finally, send us your old passport. Great, so let's go ahead and continue. What you'll need: you won't be able to save your application. Get this information ready before you continue. If you can't provide these details, you'll need to tell us why. For applicants' details, we will need the UK passport details. And for parents' details, we'll need their names, date and places of birth, nationality, UK passport details, if applicable, and date of marriage or civil partnership, if this applies. And for further information, you can click on the rules about parents if you're not sure whose details to provide. Then we'll tick the I'm ready to continue box and then click on continue. Old passport details. Enter the passport number. So again, this is the passport number for the child's current passport. That can be found in the top right hand corner of the bio page. And that bio page will also have the expiry date of the passport. Once you've entered the passport number and expiry date, it does say here at the bottom, you'll need to send us your old passport so we can cancel it. With that information entered, we'll go ahead and click on continue. And for new passport details, we've got the title, Master, Miss, or Other. Because the child's details have not changed from the previous passport, I'm just going to copy the same information that's on the current passport and put it in here. So for the child, the title will be Master, entering the first and middle names, and then their surname. Then it says, did you use this name on your old passport? And in this scenario, it's a yes, and then we'll click on continue. Have you ever used any other names? For example, a name you were given at birth and changed later. You must tell us every name you've used. No other names have been used previously, so I'm going to select no, and then click on continue. We'll select the gender of the child, and then click on continue. Were you born in the UK? So the child was born in the UK, so it will be a yes, and then entering the town of birth. And here it does state that as written on your old passport. So whatever the town of birth is in the old passport, simply copy and paste that information into this box, and then click on continue. Parents' details. Enter as many details as you can, giving parents' current names. Check the rules about parents if you're not sure whose details to provide. So for section 1, it's mother or parent 1. So we're going to enter the mother's details, so the mother's first and middle names if they have any, and their last name, followed by their date of birth. And then below that is father or parent 2, and we'll do the same exact things for the father. I think it's best to use the names and date of birth as they appear in your own current UK passports, just to make sure everything stays nice and consistent. Further on it says, were they married or in a civil partnership? So on this occasion the parents are married, so we'll select yes. And then here it says date of marriage or civil partnership. So here we're going to put the date of marriage. If you're not sure, check the marriage certificate. Once that information has been entered, we'll click on continue. And then further information is requested about the parents. So here for mother or parent 1, it's their town of birth, their country of birth, their nationality, and do they have a UK passport. Once again, for things like town of birth and country of birth, it's worthwhile getting the information that's on the UK passport bio page if you have one. And for do they have a UK passport, if you answer yes, it will then say provide these details and you won't have to send as many documents. So here you can enter your own passport number and date of its issue. Again, that information can be found on the bio page of your own passport. That's the page with your photo on it. Once that's entered, we'll go ahead and click on continue. Then it says father or parent 2, and it asks for the same information: town of birth, country of birth, nationality, and if you have a UK passport. And again, once that information has now been entered for the father, We'll go ahead and click on continue. Here it says home address. Tell us where you live. We'll send your new passport and return any documents to this address. They will arrive separately. So we'll enter the postcode for the address and then click on find address. And here it says home address, the postcode we already entered, and then from the drop down, we can select our specific address and then click on continue. Contact details. It's best to use a phone that you'll have access to. We may contact you if there's a problem with your application. So here we'll just enter our email and then type it in again to confirm it, and then enter our mobile or home phone number and then click on continue. Get updates. Find out what's happening with your passport, for example, when it's on its way. So you can opt for email updates and text updates. They're optional, so if you don't want them, leave the boxes unticked. But personally, I ticked both boxes to make sure I got all the updates I can possibly get. And then click on continue. New passport. Passport size. A standard 34-page passport is £53.50, whilst a frequent traveller 50-page passport is £64.50. I think a standard 34-page passport will do, so I'll select that option. And then it does say here at the bottom, if you're blind or visually impaired, we can add a braille sticker that reads passport, your name, and passport expiry date. So if you're blind or visually impaired and need a braille sticker, you can tick that box. If not, don't tick the box and then click on continue. What is your relationship to the applicant? So this is asking us, the person that is filling in the application, what our relationship is with the child. So from here we have the options of mother, father, or other. So for this application it's mother. So we'll enter the mother's first and middle names and their last name. Again, to make sure things are consistent, enter the names as they appear on your own UK passport. And then click on continue. Check this application. So this section reiterates all of the information that you've provided so far. So your relationship to the applicant, on this case it's mother. Then it reiterates the mother's name. It has the passport number for the child's previous passport and the expiry date for the previous passport. And then for new passport details, it has the title, the name of the child. For name change, it says your name hasn't changed because we selected that. And then for previous names, it says you have never been known by any other names. It then has the gender, the date of birth of the child, the town of their birth, the country of their birth, and then has the photo that we took earlier. Then it goes to parents' details, where it reiterates the mother and father's details, which is both of their names, their marriage date, the town and country of birth for the mother, their date of birth, their nationality, their UK passport number, and that passport's date of issue. And again, the same for the father. Then it says application details, the country or territory you live in this case the United Kingdom, your address, your contact details, which are your email address and your telephone number. And in progress updates, it says, we will send you progress updates by email and text message. And finally, Braille, you don't require a Braille sticker. You really want to comb through this section very slowly and meticulously, making sure there's no errors, no typos, and no mistakes made. And if there are any, you can click on the individual change link at the bottom of every section and edit if you need to. We're happy with the information we've provided, so we'll go ahead and click on continue. Confirm your identity. You'll need to ask someone to check this photo to confirm your identity. The way they can do this has changed. They can do it online, and they don't have to sign a printed photo. We'll tell you what you need to do after you've paid. So let's click on continue. What you need to send. You must send original documents. We can't accept photocopies. Your application will be delayed if you don't send everything we need. For applicants' documents, we have to send the following: the old passport and, if this applies, any court orders relating to the child, for example, that describe parental responsibility or residency arrangements. And if any of the below apply, you have to send additional documents as well. And for this particular application, all we're going to be sending is the old passport. So let's click on continue. How should we return your documents? Choose how your old passport and any extra documents are sent back to you. They won't be in the same envelope as your new passport. So we have secure delivery for £5 extra or standard post, which is free. This is entirely up to you. but I strongly advise just paying the extra £5 for the secure delivery of the old passport and any additional documents you may be sending. And at the bottom, it does state here that we'll send your new passport by secure delivery at no extra cost. So again, we'll select secure delivery and then click on continue. Paying for your passport. How to pay. You can pay by Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay or Google Pay, but some prepaid cards aren't accepted. And then here we have the cost summary. So the new passport we're going for is the standard passport with secure delivery included at £53.50. And for the old passport, you need to post your old passport to us and we'll return it to you by secure delivery. We're paying an extra £5 for that service, taking the total to £58.50. Let's go ahead and click on continue. Declaration. By continuing, you confirm that the information you've given is correct. You agree to the terms and conditions. HM Passport Office will record, store, use and share your data in accordance with our privacy policy. And if you give untrue or misleading information to get a passport, you could be prosecuted. We'll tick the I agree box and then click on continue to payment. So again, here it says enter payment details and the payment summary is passport application fee and the total amount is £58.50. And then we'll just enter the card number and expiry date and security code. And there we have it. It says you've paid £58.50. We've saved your application and sent a confirmation email. Then it has the application reference number and then what you need to do. Before we can work on your application, you need to ask someone to confirm your identity. Sign in to check who can do this and provide their details. You'll need your application reference number. And get your documents ready. We can only receive your documents after your identity has been confirmed. This includes anyone you're applying with as part of a family or couple. So that means before you send the old passport and any other documents you need to send, you have to get the identity confirmed first. So let's go ahead and click on sign in and make sure we've made note of the application reference number, which is what we'll need to sign in. So at sign in, it says you'll find your passport application reference in the confirmation email. You can only use this service if your reference begins with PEX or POD. So for application reference number, we have the box. We can just copy and paste the reference number in and then click on continue. And for application details, it asks for our email and the applicant's date of birth. So we'll put our email address in, and then for applicant's date of birth, remember the applicant is the child. So we're going to put the child's date of birth in and then click on continue. Ask someone to confirm your identity. What you need to do, you need to ask someone to confirm your identity. We can't receive your documents until this is done. Once your identity is confirmed, we'll let you know where to send your documents. And just before we click on continue, at the bottom here, it says application history. So far what's happened is the application was submitted, and after that, we've been prompted to ask someone to confirm the identity of the child. So let's go ahead and click on continue. Ask someone to confirm your identity online. Who can do this? You need to ask someone who is 18 or older and lives in the United Kingdom and has a current United Kingdom passport and works in or is retired from a recognized profession. If they have an Irish passport, you will need to ask them to use a paper form to confirm your identity. They must have known you personally for at least 2 years, for example as a friend, neighbor, or colleague. Who can't do this? You can't ask someone to confirm your identity if you're related to them by birth or marriage, or in a relationship with or live at the same address as them. They can't work at HM Passport Office or some areas of UK visas and immigration. Let's click on continue. What you need to do. Step 1. Contact the person. Once you've decided who can do this, you must contact them before we send them an email. You need to tell them the applicant's current address, place and date of birth, including the year, and parents' names and years they were born. Step 2. Enter their name and email. We'll send them an email with a link to go online. They'll need to look at a photo and answer a few questions. So we'll click on continue. The person's contact details. We'll only contact this person about confirming your identity. So here we're going to put in their first name, their last name, their email address, and then retype their email address. And here at the bottom, you'll tick the box that says, I've contacted this person. I understand that this person will be shown my photo and address and parents' details if the application is for a child. Then click on continue. Then it says email sent. We've sent details to the email address. The person you've asked needs to go online to look at a photo and answer a few questions. Then we'll click on continue. And here it says waiting for your identity to be confirmed. Email sent to. What happens next? If you don't get an update in the next few days, remind the person doing this for you. You can only ask one person at a time. If you need to, you can resend the email or ask someone else. Then get your documents ready. Once your identity is confirmed, we'll let you know where to send them. Once again, at the bottom here it says application history, and it's been updated to say that an email has been sent to the person confirming your identity. And so once the individual has confirmed the identity, you'll then get correspondence telling you that this has occurred, and then where to send the old passport and additional documents to. And when you do send the passport and or documents, do ensure that you send them special delivery. And keep a lookout for your text messages and emails that give you updates and any prompts for you to take any particular actions. And by doing so, you should get the passport swiftly. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please do give it a like and consider subscribing. Please share it with someone else you think may benefit from it. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them for me below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.